It's not your, your email template. To me, really, my lens is, again, the human side, relationships, creativity, intuition. And there's ways if you create, to me, relationships with systems, then you can create durable growth. And there's lots of ways to do that. One example could be when people do founder-led content, right? They're creating relationships at scale. Another one is just there's very few companies in the SaaS world that have a real system to create a system around customer referrals, which makes sense and partly my fault in the sense that you've got salespeople who are looking for new business, often usually separated from the customer success people who are looking after current customers. So you need more coordination between teams. And people are usually companies are so focused on new business and churn, they don't really think about referrals as a system. It's more like something salespeople should just do, or customer success should just do. So those are two examples where you can combine systems and relationships.
You think that that gets parked as well, Aaron, because of how they've been measured since the explosion from like 2014 of how the measurements kind of changed? Because like traditionally, as like you and I would have been measured way back in the day, business development was obviously measured on open opportunity to close rate. And that kind of went away when they split out the roles, and it kind of got a little bit bastardized into a territory that it shouldn't have been, because that washed out the ability to do things like validate the market up front, which I call cataloging in my system. But that enables you to speak, as you know, to a wider portion of the market, get live feedback loops. But also, if I couldn't help you, Aaron, on that call, after having permission to circle back and having something to show you, I might be able to put you in touch with someone that can. But that same cataloging process to be used as some of the seamless transition into customer success would also be used at the renewal process. But what we're finding is those pillars are skipped, therefore they don't have the data, therefore they don't know what to do, and it kind of just gets shelved. But also, the second part of that is most SaaS companies don't actually know how customer success should be customer success because they've never seen a communication plan handover or a serviceability plan.